Hello everyone. Welcome to today's story, The Cost of Everything. This is a story about life, choices and value. It teaches us that nothing in life is truly free. Let's begin. Once, there was a young person who loved getting things without paying. They thought, if something is free, I'll take it. They didn't think about who worked hard to make it, or how much it really cost. One day, they saw a free meal sign at a small restaurant. Excited, they went in and ate a big lunch. At the end, they smiled and said, "Thank you for the free food." But the owner looked tired. He said, "It may be free for you, but someone still pays. The chef worked all morning. The farmer grew the vegetables. The waiter brought your food. Time, energy and love, they all cost something." The young person was quiet. For the first time they understood. Even if we don't pay with money, someone else does. With time, effort or care. From that day, they began to say thank you more. They helped others, and they worked hard. Too, this story reminds us the world is connected. Everything has value, and everything has a cost. Not just in money, but in time, work, and kindness. So next time something feels free, remember the people behind it. Appreciate it, respect it. Thank you for listening to this story. Keep learning English, and keep growing every day. Nothing is truly free. Everything has a cost. This idea may seem simple, but it carries a deep and important truth. In life, many things may appear to be free. But if we look closely, we can see that someone, somewhere, is paying for them in some way. The cost may not always be money. It can be time, effort, energy, or resources. Even when something is offered to us without a price tag, it still comes from somewhere, and someone had to work to make it happen. Think about a free meal. You may not pay anything when you eat it, but that does not mean it was free. A farmer had to grow the vegetables. A driver had to bring them to the market. A cook had to prepare the food. A waiter had to serve it. Each of these people used their time, energy and skill to make that meal possible. Their work has value, and that value is the real cost behind what seems to be free. In the modern world, we often get used to things being easy or cheap. Free apps on our phones, free videos online, free samples in stores. These are everywhere. But nothing is truly free. When you use a free app, for example, you may not pay money, but the app may take your personal data, show you ads, or use your attention to make money. The company behind the app is earning something, even if you are not spending anything. You may not see the cost, but it is still there. Sometimes people take help or support from others and believe it is free. Maybe a friend helps you move to a new house. Maybe a teacher spends extra time explaining something after class. These actions are done with kindness, but they still cost something. Your friend gives up their time. Your teacher puts in extra effort. They may not ask for anything in return, but their actions have value. If we understand that, we can be more thankful, and we can also learn to give back in our own ways. This idea is also true in relationships. Love, friendship, and trust do not come without effort. We cannot expect people to care for us, support us, or stay loyal if we do not give anything in return. Good relationships require time, honesty, patience, and communication. When we forget, this and take others for granted, the relationship can break. It may feel like we are getting love or support for free, but behind that, someone is giving their heart, their energy, and their attention. That is the real cost. In education, the same truth applies. A free lesson, a free course, or even free advice from someone is never truly free. The person sharing the knowledge spent years learning and practicing. They are now sharing what they know, but their knowledge was not easy to get. Books were read, mistakes were made, and time was spent. We should value these things, not because they have a price, but because they carry the weight of experience and effort. Even nature gives us lessons in this truth. We breathe clean air, drink fresh water, and enjoy green trees and blue skies. These things feel free, but they are not. Nature works hard to provide them. Trees grow slowly. Rivers flow across long distances. The earth balances everything so life can exist. When we pollute, cut down forests or waste water, we forget the cost behind these gifts. Eventually, we may have to pay for what we took without care. Understanding that nothing is truly free helps us become better people. It teaches us to appreciate what we have, to be grateful to others, and to give back when we can. Appreciation and respect matter. These two qualities may seem small or simple, but they have a powerful effect on the way we live, the way we interact with others, and the way others see us. When we show appreciation, we recognize the value of what someone has done for us. When we show respect, we treat people with kindness, understanding, and fairness. Together, these values create stronger relationships, better communities, and a more peaceful world. In everyday life, people often do things for each other. A parent cooks meals, a teacher explains lessons, a friend listens when we need to talk. These actions may seem normal, but they involve effort and care. When we say thank you or show gratitude in any way, we let that person know we see their effort. That small gesture can make someone feel valued and happy. It tells them that their actions are meaningful and not ignored. Without appreciation, people may feel taken for granted, and over time, they may stop offering their help or support. Appreciation also increases motivation. When someone feels appreciated, they are more likely to keep doing good things. At work, when a boss thanks an employee for their hard work, the employee feels more confident and encouraged. They want to keep improving and contributing. In school, when students are praised for their effort, they feel more interested in learning. Even in families, a simple thank you to a parent, sibling, or child can bring warmth and strengthen the bond between people. It doesn't cost anything to appreciate someone, but the return is big. Respect is equally important. Respect means treating others as we want to be treated. It means listening when someone speaks, accepting different opinions, and showing kindness, even when we don't agree. Respect is the foundation of trust. Without it, there is conflict, misunderstanding, and distance. When we respect others, we create space for honest communication. People feel safe, heard, and accepted. In turn, they are more likely to respect us too. There are many forms of respect. We can show respect with our words, our tone, and our actions. We can respect someone's time by being punctual. We can respect someone's efforts by not criticizing unfairly. We can respect someone's space by not interrupting or pushing our ideas too strongly. All of these things may seem small, but they create an environment where people feel at ease and welcome. When respect is missing, people feel uncomfortable, ignored, or hurt. In some situations, appreciation and respect can prevent conflict. Imagine a workplace where everyone is stressed. If people begin to feel unappreciated or disrespected, they may start to argue, blame each other, or stop cooperating. But if the same group of people shows respect for each other's roles and says thank you for help and support, the atmosphere changes. The stress becomes easier to manage because everyone feels like they are on the same team. They work together instead of against each other. This is the power of appreciation and respect. In relationships, both appreciation and respect are the key to lasting connections. A person who feels respected will open up more. A person who feels appreciated will give more. When partners, friends, or family members ignore these values, problems grow. Arguments begin over small things. Trust is broken. People feel unloved and unimportant. But when we remember to say kind words, listen carefully, and treat each other with care, we build strong, deep connections that last even during hard times. Even strangers deserve respect and appreciation. For example, the cleaner who works late at night, the bus driver who gets us to our destination, the shopkeeper who helps us find what we need. They all play a role in our lives. When we acknowledge them with a smile, a thank you, or simple politeness, we help build a culture where everyone feels seen and respected. It reminds us that every person has value, no matter what job they do or where they come from. Appreciation and respect also help us grow as individuals. When we practice them, we become more aware, more kind, and more thoughtful. We begin to notice the little things that people do. We learn to be less selfish and more understanding. These qualities make us better friends, better co-workers, and better members of society. They also improve our self-esteem. When we treat others well, we feel better about ourselves. We create a positive cycle that leads to happiness and peace in both our inner world and the world around us. Children who learn appreciation and respect from a young age grow up to be responsible, caring adults. These values shape how they interact with others, how they lead, and how they respond to challenges. Teaching these qualities at home and in school is one of the best gifts we can give to the next generation. When children see adults practicing gratitude and respect, they learn by example. They carry these values into the future, where they can help build a kinder, more respectful world for all. Appreciation and respect matter. These two values are essential in every part of life. When people feel appreciated, they feel seen and valued. When people feel respected, they feel used